All right, hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing a live Q&A, and I'm also going to talk about towards the end of the video on how to make $100,000 a year on Amazon in 2018. So let me see if this is working right now. We'll just wait for a couple people to get in here. Yo, what's up, dude? So we got Daniel Alonzo coming in. So I'm going to take questions about Amazon FBA for the first half, for the first 20 minutes. And then after, we're going to talk about how to make six figures in 2018 with Amazon, especially with Chinese New Year coming to an end very soon. So Serendipity8238, what up? What's up, guys? So if anyone wants to ask any questions about Amazon FBA, you know, anything you want, passive income, I'm going to go ahead and answer that for you guys. So I figured today is a good day, Saturday, to do a Q&A. So yeah, and like I said, later in the video, I'm going to talk about how to really kill it after Chinese New Year, because it is coming to an end soon. So right now the factories are pretty much shut down. So we got someone from Ukraine. That's awesome. We've got someone from France. That's incredible. So let's go ahead and take some questions. If anyone has any questions with Amazon or anything like that. Is the stream good, by the way? Okay, so we got no questions so far. Okay, someone says, do we need an EIN number? I remember doing this. So me, because I'm Canadian and I sell on Amazon USA, I never had to get an EIN number. But if you're American, then you do need to get an EIN number. There are certain cases where you need to get an EIN number if you're from not from Canada, if you're not from USA. But yeah, I didn't need to get an EIN number personally. Do I believe FBA is oversaturated? Okay, so I think this is a brand new answer that you guys never heard before. FBA is oversaturated with, you know, a ton of people that don't know what they're doing, and that's with every passive income stream, with everything, right? FBA is oversaturated with people that put in zero effort, that don't invest any money into their, you know, into learning or into any of the tools. Amazon is, you know, oversaturated with Chinese manufacturers that are trying to put up listings on Amazon. They have terrible listings, terrible marketing, terrible PPC. So yes, and you know, for those people, there's an oversaturation of those kinds of people. But there's a severe lack of, you know, top sellers, people that are actually following a formula, and people that are you know, people that are actually putting in effort, like consistent effort every single night, every single day, trying to get that first product up. So yeah, so in my opinion, no. And also, if you look at the graphs, I made a video about this, like, and I think I made like 2 or 3 actually. If you look, like, how can you even imagine, how can you even think that Amazon is oversaturated right now when, you know, it hasn't even reached its full potential at all, like nowhere near, right? Like Amazon Prime is growing every single year. I think 50% of households in the USA, that figure, I think by the end of 2017, 50% of people, of households have an Amazon Prime subscription. So, yeah. How many sellers should be in your category that sell the same product? If you're thinking about doing the product, don't count by the sellers. It's all about, you look at the first page, you look at, okay, like maybe there's one guy with 1,000 reviews. Maybe there's a couple guys with like less than 300 reviews or less than 200 reviews. You know, then that's okay, right? And as long as the revenue is there, as long as the top guys are making like 20,000 or 15,000 a month, that's okay. That's an opportunity for you to come in. All right. Best way to find a first product, you need to get some kind of product research software. If you don't have product research software, I don't know how you guys are going to do product research, to be honest with you, because when I first started like a year ago or a little less than a year ago, I immediately got Junglescout, right? And you know, you could get Viral Launch, Junglescout, Scope, whatever, right? But you need some kind of software that will show you the data, right? Because if you don't have that, then how are you expect, like, what are you just going to, you know, find something on Amazon? You're gonna like, okay, like I remember my friend a long time ago, he wanted to start selling on Amazon, and you know, before there was any kind of product research software, he was like, all right, well, you know, Dan, I'm thinking of doing these lighters. I don't know if they're going to sell, but, you know, I feel like people are going to buy them. So you really had to just, it was just guessing. And that's what you're doing if you don't have any, you know, product research software. So, Yeah. Hey, Dan, why is the UK market so dead compared to the USA? So actually, my first product that I tried to sell was in Canada, and I didn't realize that the Canadian market was so much smaller than the USA, obviously, right? Because Canada has like 1/10 the population, and you know, a lot less people are just used to ordering online. The same thing is going on with Australia right now. You know how everybody's trying to jump on Australia? Well, the thing with Australia is that there's just not enough, you know, people aren't used to buying on Amazon in Australia. So you have to wait, like you have to wait. I would say the perfect time for Australia is going to be, I would say Q4 2018. Like that's when Australia, you know, they're going to start getting Prime because they don't even have Prime right now. They don't even have FBA. So right now it's just merchant to consumer on Australia. So why is the UK market so dead? It's the same reason, because I think that it's still growing and people aren't used to buying online. But there are still amazing products in the UK market. It's not like dead, but obviously it's a lot smaller than the USA. In my opinion, the US market, that's where I saw my first success. It's the most, you know, it's where you'll probably see your first success as well. Tactical arbitrage for beginners. Do you mean retail arbitrage? Yeah, I would do it if you don't have any money. Then yeah, it's a good idea to do that because you know, you can just go to the store and you can flip some stuff. Or actually, an even better way is to do it online. You know, just go on sites like I forgot, like the bargain websites. Just try to find bargains, and you can use this in front of your computer. You know, even like Craigslist. Like go on Craigslist. You know, Gary Vee always says, go on Craigslist, find, you know, stuff that people are literally giving away for free, and see if it sells on Amazon, right? But obviously, no, that's for you stuff, so it's not going to work. But yeah, retail arbitrage is good if you have no money, right? But your number one goal needs to be to get into private labeling. That's your number one goal, because private labeling is a legitimate income stream, like that can change your life. Retail arbitrage is not an income stream. It's like having a 24/7 garage sale, right? So is it easy to switch over from the UK to the US market? Yes. You know, I wouldn't recommend switching over, because you can just actually, it's different seller centrals. You can launch a product on the UK market. You can also launch a product on the US market. It's a different login. Or you can actually like switch it, like Canada, US, UK. So how do I deal with taxes as an international seller selling in the US? So like, I'm not a tax professional, obviously, but this is what I do. The Canada has an agreement with the United States, and you have to look into your country, but Canada has a tax agreement. Basically, you only pay corporate taxes in one country, so you can choose if you have an LLC. So I could have made an LLC in the United States, but I didn't. I made a corporation in Canada, which is the same thing. So I'm paying Canadian taxes because they're lower, right? So that's what I do. So because of this agreement, I don't have to double tax. I don't have to pay both tax. Love your videos. Thanks for all the help. Awesome. You know, obviously, I'm super happy to hear that. How do you know you have a good product? Okay, so here are the steps. Okay, so first, you know, you go and type in the main keywords in the search bar, and then you see whether, you know, how the competition is, how many reviews they have, what the revenue is, and, you know, if it looks good, if you're like, okay, you know, it looks viable, try to find the exact same design as the highest selling guy on Alibaba. If it's not the exact same design, it might be lower quality, and I wouldn't recommend doing it. You need to have the exact same design. And then once you have that, you can actually go on, what's the next step here? I'm confused now. Okay, yeah, so once you found the design, go ahead and track it. So use Junglescout product tracker. It's awesome. A year ago when I started this, there was this archaic method of using the 999 method. It's called, if you guys have been around for long enough, you know what the 999 method is. It's basically you track a product, the stock of a product, for like 5 days in an Excel spreadsheet at the same time every day to see the difference in stock. So yeah, what do I think about a Maze Owl? I've never used it, so I have no opinion on it, but I'm sure it's good. I hear great things. So yeah. Someone says, Dan, enough with your commercial. I've been getting these comments like, Dad, I see your face everywhere. Yeah, I have YouTube ads running. Obviously, it's what a smart marketer does. So yeah, you can't get away. Can't get away. Do very high sales usually indicate too much competition? Example, 1,000 to 2,000 sales with little reviews. Seems like you would need to give away a lot in order to rank with these sales. It depends, because, okay, so for giveaways, when you're trying to launch a product, you need to only give away more than the bottom of the first page, the guys at the bottom of the first page, because that will get you on the first page. And as long as you're on the first page, you're going to start getting sales. You're going to start getting momentum, and then you're going to stay on the first page. So yeah. But for the people asking me to make a video about taxes for Amazon FBA, I will not do that because I'm not a tax professional. Like I'm not, like that. I have, with taxes, I know what I need to do, right? And I can't say that I'm an accountant or a tax professional, so I'm not going to make a video on that. And try to mislead people and stuff. So I would recommend, let's say you're in Spain or whatever, like Google, like type in, okay, like, corporate taxes in Spain, corporate structure in Spain, because you're going to have to start a business in your home country, or you can start an LLC in America. Depends. Whatever you want. Do I update my course as I learn better techniques? Yes. The course was actually updated not too long ago. So it brought up the videos from 55 up to like 90. So, I mean, for $497, like the reason I made this, I could have made this course $1,000 easily. But the reason it's $497 is because I want to, I want to make it more accessible for people, and I want to prove that I'm not just trying to, like take people's money and whatever, right? So it's the best. Like I stand by it, and it's good stuff. My return rate on the course or refund rate or whatever is extremely low, so that's an indicator. So not a lot of people refund my course, and most people are happy. So I'm very happy with that. And by the way, this week from the course, there's been a ton of student success that I've seen, like just people sending me screenshots nonstop, making like $300, $400 a day, $500 a day. So it's just awesome. I guess all the people that came in the course a month ago, now they're just starting to, they got their product in, so they're starting to see some success. So it's awesome. I'm super happy for people. It really shows that anyone can do this. Anyone can do this. So are we losing money by doing giveaways just to be ranked on the first page? With the assumption that you'll be getting more products to sell while on the first page. Okay, so giveaways actually cost you FBA fees, because if you're gonna, let's say you do a 97% off coupon, then if you're doing a 97% off coupon, then you don't have to pay, it's like the referral fee or whatever, so you don't have to pay the referral fee. It's very low, it's like 10 cents because it's 15% of your cost of what you're selling it. So if you're doing 97% off, it's basically free, but you do have to pay the $3 FBA fee, so you are losing out on the FBA fees. So yeah, do I drive traffic to Amazon from other websites? With Facebook ads, I tried, and I'm still trying. I'm playing around with it. But you know what? The highest, like the most sales that you'll get are from organic searches on Amazon and on PPC. Those are the two main things on Amazon PPC. Because the reason why Amazon PPC is so good is because when people actually search your product, they already have the intention of buying it. Right? In Amazon. They're already on Amazon to buy a product that, you're selling. So that's why PPC works so well. Yes, it can be expensive, but the whole point is for it to make you money. So is $1,000 enough to start with my first product because that's my budget? You know what? Honestly, if you find a product that's below $1.50, which is possible, then yes, it's enough. It's enough. But you'll see that a lot of products are at $2 per unit, $3 per unit, even $8 per unit. It depends. So, you might have to order a smaller test order. But yes, it's possible. You just have to keep looking. All right, let's see what I got here. Do I still recommend review groups? Yes, absolutely. Because, I mean, it's one of the best ways to get reviews. How else are you going to get people to leave you reviews if you don't have friends in the marketplace? For example, that you're selling in on Amazon USA, you don't have friends in USA. How else are you going to get reviews, right? You need those reviews. So it's the best way, yeah. Let's see here. Someone asked for the website for the course. The link is in the description below, and we're approaching like 1,000 people, so I probably will make a video soon here about closing it because I mean it's a lot of people, and yeah, I'm probably going to close it for a while so that this group actually starts seeing success, and a lot of them already are seeing success. So yeah, then I'm going to reopen it later, probably in 2 months or whatever, in a month or 3 months. We'll see. Let's see what else is here. How do you usually rank to the first page? This is the step-by-step process right here. Okay, so you found your product, it gets into Amazon, you wait until it's in stock, you wait until it says available on your listing, and then you get reviews. You need to hustle hard to get reviews, because if you try to do a giveaway or anything like that before you get the reviews, nothing's gonna happen. So, because people want social proof, right? People want to see that other people have already tried the product. Nobody wants to be the first one to try something out. So, it's just human nature. So get the reviews. The golden number is 7. 7 is the golden number of reviews from my experience, and that's what's been taught. So once you have 7 on there, all right, and I would recommend them being verified. So if you don't know the difference between verified and unverified reviews, you can watch another video on this channel that I made talking about that. So yeah, and then you can run a coupon giveaway to launch. They say that there is a 40% profit margin every time. Is that the case? I don't really understand the question. Well, it depends. Your profit margin depends, right? I wouldn't recommend going into a product lower than 40% margin. So, I mean, it depends. Your margin can be 30%, it can be 60%, it can be 50%. The golden area that I like is the 55% profit margin. It's hard, but if you negotiate with the supplier, if you find a product that doesn't cost too much to source, and you know, you can offer it a kind of like a premium angle, then it's pretty easy to get that high profit margin. Did I buy my Harley Davidson yet? Actually, yes. I bought it like 2 weeks ago. It's on a truck right now from North Carolina. It's going to be here in a couple days, in like 2 days, 2 or 3 days in here in Arizona. So I'm super pumped. It's going to be awesome. I bought the fastest Harley ever made, the Harley Night Rod, with like a Porsche engine in there, so I'm pumped. And then I'm gonna get my supercar as soon as I get back to Canada. I can't get one here because I'd have to export it because I'm a Canadian citizen and I'm in the United States for the winter. So I'm gonna get one in Canada when I get back there in mid-April. So I'm probably gonna get an Audi R8. Someone's asking, how did I make the course? Teachable. Teachable's the best website for courses in my opinion. So, Dan, should we aim to get initial sales above the lowest ranked seller? Should we aim to get initial sales above the lowest ranked seller on page 1? Try to match? No. Try to aim to get initial sales above the lowest ranked seller. No, you always want to do the bottom of the first page. You always want to do the bottom of the first page. You don't have to, if you're trying to give away as many as the top of the first page, it's not going to be, it's way too many. It's way too many. Someone says it's not possible to get 55% margins after fees and PPC. Yes, it is. Absolutely it is, because I get that on a lot of my products. I know many people that get that, even 60% margins, right? The thing with PPC is you have to understand that your PPC sales are like 3 or 5% of your total sales. So for those sales with PPC, yes, the profit margin is lower. But for the rest of your organic product sales, you still have your full margin, right? So someone says, how do you not lose rank while waiting for inventory? You can close your listing in Seller Central. However, it still will lose BSR. It will still lose bestseller rank. So, I mean, there's no other way. I mean, you just have to wait it out. But you can rebound. Actually, rebounding is a lot easier than you guys think. So, So I'm in Algeria, and my country isn't listed in Amazon's Payoneer currency converter, so I have to open a US bank account from here. Why isn't it in Payoneer? I know Payoneer, or was it Payoneer, or was it? There was a service that they just released that they pay you once a day, which is absolutely awesome. I haven't used it, but many are using it, and internationally as well. They basically take a cut and they pay you every single day instead of you having to wait for 2 weeks. But about you opening a US bank account, it might be tough from Algeria. So yeah, you probably don't even have to open a US bank account, honestly, because if you put in your bank account from Algeria, or at least when I put in my Canadian bank account, back when I used my Canadian bank account, it worked no problem. Amazon converted it without any issues. So yeah. Do you have to register a company? This is a great question. Do you have to register a company, or can you just start selling on Amazon? You can just start. There's a huge misconception. People think that you need a business, structure, an LLC, whatever. You can just start. But as soon as you're making some kind of money, as soon as you're making $1,000 a month, I would say at least passively, you need to hustle to get that LLC or corporation or whatever it is, S-Corp. Look into the business structures. I talk about it in the course as well. So you need to get that, because that will protect you in case anything goes wrong, right? So there's not a very high chance, you're probably there's not a very high chance that anything's going to go wrong, but you need that business structure to pay your taxes, or else you'd be operating as a sole proprietorship and you'd have to pay much higher taxes. So yeah. When do you take out of the business? So when do you actually take out of your Amazon business, take the profits out instead of reinvesting? I would say definitely not after your first order. Like if your first order, let's say you made on your first order $15,000, then yes, you can take out some profits, right? Then again, I would put half back in, right? So, it really depends. Like the myth about constantly reinvesting into your business, you don't have to do that. Just be reasonable. Like if you made a lot of money on your first order, then you can take some money out, yeah. Right? So will this live stream be available after I'm done? Yep, you can rewatch it. Also, okay, Dan has signed up for your course. How do I reach you for mentorship? All my mentorship is done through my personal Facebook chat. So I think I'm the only one out there that actually offers that, where you can actually talk to me on Facebook through my personal Facebook chat. So yeah. All right. How do I watch the market? What do you mean watch the market? Like just do product research? I mean just the regular techniques like the Junglescout web app, all that stuff. So yeah, I don't really understand the question. Do we have to do a relaunch after closing our listing? If you lost, okay, so if you lose sales rank, if you lose a lot of sales rank, then you will have to relaunch your product. So yeah. Someone's asking how much I made in 2017. You can watch my 2018 goals video that I made on this channel, and I talk about that there. I found a product that takes batteries that has very good numbers and low reviews. Would you still recommend doing it? With batteries, it's very tough. If they're lithium batteries, it's most likely going to have issues with customs. So you just have to be very careful. I stay away from batteries because then again, it's a barrier to entry. If you can figure out, talk to your supplier, talk to them, ask, hey, do you have experience or do you have a license or permission to export batteries to the United States or products with lithium batteries? Because some of them actually do have that. And if they have that, then you can do it. So talk to them. What is it that could go wrong if you don't register as a company? I mean, if you get sued, I don't know, you're selling a knife or something, someone hurts themselves, then you can get sued. All your assets can be taken. So if you have a company, then it protects you. It protects you and it separates you from your business. So that's why, you have to have a business. What to do if your competitor makes an inauthentic complaint about your listing? This happens a lot with Amazon. You need to call Amazon seller support as soon as possible, and you need to explain to them. Here's a trick. When you call seller support, it's the 1-800 number. So press 3 for seller support. I think it's number 3. And then basically, once you actually get a person, ask for captive catalog. And it's a special department that they have a lot higher power to be able to fix your listing and things like that. So you can talk to them and they're pretty reasonable. People are saying that getting reviews through websites flag Amazon and they show that you're manipulating your listing. Any thoughts? If you're doing it very blatantly, then yes. But if you're doing it through review groups and you're not friending the person, you have no connection, you don't have the same last name, you don't have the same address, it's not like a family member, then it's not like your brother downstairs trying to leave you a review and buying your product, then you're good. All right, so just don't make it obvious, obviously. So yeah, let's see how long we've been going on here. 20 minutes. Okay, we'll take a couple more questions and then I'm going to talk about the best tips that I can give you guys to actually make 100,000 this year in 2018. If you guys haven't started selling on Amazon, it's only February, so there's a ton of time, and I'm super excited to be changing people's lives. And I'm sure that I've already changed so many people's lives, just from my subscribers here watching this channel. So let's see here, what else I got. Using a student line of credit to order inventory. Thoughts? Okay, this is risky because, it's debt and you're playing with debt, right? If you don't know what you're doing, right, it depends. Like if you don't have a course or if you don't have a mentor, I wouldn't recommend it, right? And I'm not just saying that because I have a course, because how do you know that you're not making an obvious mistake, right? And you're using your debt that you're going to have to pay back, right? Even if it's a low interest rate. So, but if you do have a mentor or if you know what you're doing and you know what you're doing, right? Like truthfully, you know what you're doing, then if the interest rate is below 5% yearly, 100% I would use a student line of credit. Absolutely. Because it's not, 5% yearly is not high. But like a credit card has like 20 or 30% yearly interest, which is insane. So, if you lose the money, then, it's going to be tough for you to pay it back. So do I have liability insurance? Yes, I did it through a Canadian commercial company. So it depends where you are. It's pretty expensive, but it's worth it because obviously you want to be protected, right? And especially if you're making money on Amazon and it's your life and it's basically your career, I guess, or it's your new life, then it's just a part of the business, right? So okay, someone says I have 40K Canadian. Is that enough for me to immigrate to Canada and start Amazon FBA from there? I mean, for my personal opinion, yeah, 40K is quite a bit of money. You don't have to immigrate to Canada. You can just start selling from wherever you are. You don't have to immigrate anywhere. That's the best part about this. You can, wherever you are right now, you can go and start doing product research. Let's see.
How do you get product pictures if you get the product shipped directly to FBA? So this is what you do. So once it gets into the Amazon warehouse, so if you're going to take your own pictures, you need to go in your Seller Central and you need to create a fulfillment order. All right. And then when you create a fulfillment order, it's basically Amazon's going to ship out one of your units to wherever you put in there. So you're going to put your home address in there. Yep. Dan, has anyone tried any of the products you found in the product research videos and had success? I don't know. I think I've had like a couple, like 1 or 2 people message me that they tried some of the product and it was working well for them. But other than that, like people aren't going to message me like, hey, I found the, I did the product in your video and it's awesome. Like just, I don't know, people just don't do that. They start making money and they just kind of forget about the person that taught them. So, but it's human nature, right? How do you make sure, this is a good question, how do you make sure that during the time it takes how do you make sure that during the time it takes to list the product and it coming in, that the product stays profitable? So there really is no way, because you can't do anything about the manufacturing and the lead time. Like you can't do anything about how long it takes for your Chinese factory to make the product and ship it out. And for the shipping time, you really can't do anything. So what I would recommend is not getting into a niche that's too gimmicky or too competitive in the first place, because just don't get into a product that just go with your gut feeling. Just go with your instinct. Like if your instincts are telling you like this is like a fidget spinner type product, don't do it, right? So let's see what else we got here. Someone says, I want to sell on the American marketplace, but I'm from Canada. I heard about cross-border bank accounts. You can get a cross-border bank account. I have that, but when I lived in Canada, then I would recommend you can plug your Canadian bank account in there. They do take a little bit of a fee, but it's really not a lot. And if you live in Canada, you don't need US dollars anyway, because your bank is going to take a fee anyway when you're going to convert it to Canadian dollars. So yeah, can you make any profit off of $500? Yes, you can if you do retail arbitrage. Because with $500, you really can't get even like a 100 unit test order. It's just not gonna, or maybe you can. I don't know. It really depends. How long does it usually take to ship to Amazon warehouse? Between 3 and 5 days. Using FedEx or DHL. I always recommend using FedEx or DHL. I don't do sea shipping. I don't like sea shipping. It takes way too long, too much, and it's too complicated. And with air shipping, it's more like passive. You just sit back, relax, and you just wait until it comes in. Oh, this is an amazing question. All right, everybody should listen to this one. This is so important, okay? Someone's saying, I know you want to aim for a home run product, but is it okay finding one that only makes $1,000 to $2,000 a month? Yes, but you want to make sure that $1,000 to $2,000 a month is profit, first of all, okay? And second of all, look at this. Instead of trying to go for what everybody's going, if you see a product, if you're doing product research, people see like 30K a month. Instantly, they're like, oh my God, I need to do this, right? But what they don't get is that one product making $30,000 a month is 10 products making $3,000 a month. So, there are many ways to get to your goals. So what I recommend is doing the less popular approach and, doing products that give you less profit, but doing more of them. Do you need to create a bank account in USA if you want to sell on that market? I'm from Sweden. You can try putting your Swedish bank account in there. If you can, awesome. If not, then you will need a US bank account, yes. So, okay, I'll take one more question from someone here. Let's see what else we got. And then I'm going to give you guys some tips about how to really get started and how to really kill it this year, because it's February and you guys should be making some passive income. You guys should be really making money and watching less YouTube videos, honestly. But let's see here. What do I think of shifting completely from Alibaba to DHgate? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend shifting completely. If you're trying to build out a brand, just search on both. Use both as tools, use both as resources, because on DHgate there might be a lower cost, or on Alibaba there might be a lower cost for certain products. So just go wherever it's better. So someone asked, where do I put the keyword? Where do you put the keywords? You just do that in Seller Central. Keywords, there's a keywords button there. You just put that in there. It's called search terms. So when you reorder your product, do you need to create a new shipping plan? Yes, every single time. Okay, so that's it for the questions. So just for 5 minutes or something like that, I'm going to talk about how to make 100,000 this year in 2018. So I'm just going to move this here. Hold on. Oh, by the way, before I actually talk about that, someone just asked a good question. Is it a good time to order products for camping now to be ready for April to September? Yes, it is amazing. So right now it's February. I would recommend looking for suppliers in like a week. So in a week would be perfect because you're looking for, and this is for all summer products. It doesn't have to be camping, right? Because summer is insane with camping products, sports and outdoors, all that stuff. People are buying on Amazon. It's like one of the first places they go to. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. So that's why in a week, if you guys are really interested in selling a lot of summer seasonal products, then go ahead and get on that quick. So I'm going to talk about now about making $100,000 a year on Amazon. So Chinese New Year is going to finish very soon. It's going to finish in, let me see here. It's like 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, so right now they're shut down. It's going to be done in 2 to 3 weeks. So once it's done, even right now, you need to start. You know, either take the course, don't take the course, but you need to get Junglescout, just get some kind of research software, watch my product research videos on this channel, and then go and start doing product research. Put in consistent time, right? You're not going to find something with 1 hour of product research. It's just not going to happen. So every single night, put in 3 to 4, I recommend every single night, 3 to 4 hours of product research. You know, and the rule of thumb is between 10 and 40 hours to find your first golden product. 10 and 40 hours. It took me like 10 hours, like 8 hours. I don't know, maybe I got lucky. But, you know, 10 and 40 hours. If you haven't put 40 hours of actual productive product research time, then you can't really, you know, complain that you're not finding something good. So, yeah, so just start doing product research right now, and then you can start actually contacting the suppliers now, and, you know, you can track it. It just gives you more time to see if the niche stays profitable because you have all this time. So just, you know, find some products and then just keep an eye out on them. And then once they come in, you know, and you can contact the suppliers now. And then once they come back from Chinese New Year, then they will respond to you and then you can get it started. So to make, by the way, to make $100,000 a year this year on Amazon FBA, we'll just do a calculation even though I know this. I just want to make sure, 100,000 divided by 12. So that's $8,333 a month. We're going to say in profit because you want it to be profit. So times 2. So you're going to have to do times 2. So you're going to have to make about $16,000 a month or $17,000 a month in gross at a 50% profit margin, right? So $16,000 a month, right? You can do that from one product. Most likely you're not. I would say you're going to do that from 2 or 3 products, but 2 or 3 products for sure. You know, you're going to do 16,000 if you're actually, you know, putting in the product research. If you're not investing into products that aren't selling, that have no demand, and you know that you know, for example, like don't follow your passion with Amazon. What's very important is just wherever there's a market and wherever there is demand, wherever you see there's a niche and you know your product can solve people's problems and you can build a brand, go there, right? And with one brand of 2 to 3 products, it's very easy to make $100,000 this year on Amazon in 2018. So that's my best advice for you guys, to make $100,000 this year. And if you guys, you know, also failure is a natural process. Like when I first started on Amazon, my first product, I tried to get it into Amazon Canada, blocked by customs due to Health Canada regulations. I had no idea. And then, you know, my second product kind of like barely broke even. So, I mean, it's just a natural part. But my third product was a home run. So, you know, failure is a part of entrepreneurship, but you guys should know this already because when you fail, you learn from it and you don't repeat the same mistake again. So that's my best advice for you guys. All right. Believe in yourself. So there's no reason you can't make 6 figures this year. And trust me, you know, once I started making that money, it's just my life went up like this. Like I just started traveling, doing the things that I loved. I had all this time. I literally said like, you know, I literally said, fuck you to my boss. Like I quit my job and it's the best feeling. So I want you guys to have that same exact thing. So yeah, someone asked about don't sell supplements. Yeah, don't sell supplements. You know, just try something simple first. Supplements are a whole different ball game. They've got a lot of regulations and things like that. So yeah, someone asked about my course. It's $497 and it does come with mentorship still. So it does come with mentorship. So you have unlimited access to me for life, to my personal Facebook chat to be able to ask me questions and I answer there pretty quick. So yeah. And someone's saying with supplements, competition is insane. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. There's no discounts on the course. It's $497 for the value that you get for the course. Like every single person that bought it, go ask anyone in the group or whatever. You know, like everybody says it's amazing. So I stand by it. I believe it's the best one out there, and I have no doubt it will help you guys out. I mean, for the price, like it gives you the tools to make 6-7 figures a year on Amazon FBA. So I mean, Yeah. Anyway, guys, so that's the end of this live stream. I'm going to go ahead and probably record another video right now very soon about like the biggest mistakes that have cost me thousands of dollars on Amazon FBA. So that's going to be up on my channel as well. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for tuning into the live stream. Hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. If you guys are living in some cold climate, you guys should get out to like California or Arizona or Florida or Hawaii or whatever it is. And it's time to start enjoying life through, making passive income, online business, more time with your family, with your friends, be able to travel, and obviously money to buy cars, whatever you want, right? So anyway, once again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys absolutely kill 2018. You guys better make 100,000 this year. I'm counting on you, all right? So anyway, guys, see ya.